You are now entering Now Chat.
Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 15 of the Now Chat podcast. This is kind of crazy. Episode 15.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Today it's me, Cameron, as well as Dylan, Tyler, Jackson, and James.
Jackson's
Bonjour.
back.
Jackson's here.
Jackson's
Hi,
here.
Jackson. Howdy doody.
Hey.
There we
it
go.
is.
There we go. So to start off our podcast episode, Rex has a question for us. It is, if money were no object, what outrageous luxury would you add to your house? I'm presuming this means like house like in the future.
Probably a better gaming setup.
Really?
As well as
That
a
boo.
theater.
That's not
a
what
theater,
the question.
like a
yeah,
theater.
there you go. Like
There
a
we go.
massive home theater. That's
massive
what the
home
question's
theater,
talking
yeah.
about.
Okay. A massive home theater probably. And a big gaming setup. But not just for computer games either, but like
So are you saying you'd want like your home theater to also be your gaming setup?
no, 2 different rooms. Like
I would
my
say
movie
same room.
theater room.
Yeah.
Maybe,
like
maybe.
Giant media room.
Like the projector, you could project games on there, like console or computer games. But then I would also like, maybe a poker room in there, like a poker table, that kind of stuff in there. So just like just any type of gaming room. So
Yeah, I like that idea.
When I was 6,
Oh,
my
boy.
family went on vacation, and we were just driving around, and we decided my family knew that Michael Jackson's house was around where we were driving, and so we just passed it. It was massive. It had a full basketball court in the house. And I was like, wow, 6-year-old me. I was like, wow, we should get one of those. My dad's like, wow, that costs a lot of money. I'm like, well, you have a job. You can just buy it. And my dad was like, yeah, it's not exactly how money works. And I was like, no, that is. You just make money and then you buy things. Anyway, in summation, yeah, I'd also really like a media center in my room for like a bunch of video games and TV and stuff. I feel like I would probably use that the most. Or
yeah,
giant ass library.
I could
Ooh.
see James having that in his house.
Yeah.
Like one of those ones that's like 2 floors and it's so big.
4.
Oh,
Oh.
oh my.
Yeah.
You have like a normal suburban house, and in the backyard there's just a four-story building, and it's your
Oh, yeah.
library.
Yeah, it'd be absolutely mammoth. There'd be like a coffee shop in there, and be like, and there'd be like secret rooms and tunnels.
Man, I feel like my answer is way more cliche than everybody else's.
All right, what is it?
I just want the Rock's gym in my house.
Oh,
Oh,
I've seen
God,
his gym.
Cameron.
That is a big gym.
It is a big gym. And if I could have
Oh,
that
God.
like attached to my house, I wouldn't have to go to a gym, and he just hooks his phone up and he has speakers that play whatever music he wants in the whole gym. Man,
Yeah.
my life would be complete. I couldn't want for anything more. I could be alone and have nobody and I'd still be happy.
I just picture Cameron always working out, just crying to himself.
I wouldn't be crying if I had the Rock's gym. If I had
That's
the
true.
Iron Paradise.
He takes breaks from working out to go spend 15 minutes on Tinder.
Exactly, exactly. And I don't think I'd need too much Tinder if, I was as ripped as The Rock. And obviously it's his gym that makes him so ripped, so
Getting ripped tonight.
not like
I don't.
anabolic steroids or anything.
But Cameron, do you know the only way to do that is it's about drive. It's about power.
It's about power.
We stay
And
hungry.
you gotta stay
we
hungry,
devour.
and you gotta devour if you want
Put
to
in
get
the
that.
work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. So Tyler, what are you putting in your house?
I already know the answer.
Yeah, probably home theater. Or
The way he said "or." Sorry, go on.
You're welcome. Definitely a dedicated Lego display and building room
Yep.
Yep.
for my
Saw that
massive Lego collection.
Long. Oh,
So there'd be
yeah.
one part that's like all individual pieces, like like a drawer for each kind of piece. And so I can just go to that bin and pull out the pieces I need for whatever builds I'm working on. And then also have like a really nice display room for like I'd probably have like movie posters in there as well. Like just like a memorabilia room.
That'd be pretty cool. Speaking of movie posters, I have an original It Chapter 2 movie poster as well as a Toy Story 2 movie poster for when it came out.
Dang.
Nice.
And a Monsters Inc. one too, I believe. So,
That's pretty crazy.
yeah.
Jackson, what about you? What is your addition to your house?
I think a commercial grade kitchen would be awesome.
Yeah, that was gonna be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty nice.
it's so much easier to clean and just make things. It's so
Yeah.
efficient.
That'd
That's
be
not what
cool.
I was gonna guess.
What were you gonna guess?
What were you gonna guess? Yeah.
A giant room dedicated to Mitsuwa.
A mini Mitsuwa in his own house.
Yes.
I got beef wagyu on the side. A5.
Okay, for those of us who aren't weebs, what is that?
It's very expensive meat made in the land of ramen and anime waifus.
Wow.
I think he means Mitsuwa.
Not Wagyu.
I was gonna say Mitsuwa is a grocery store, Japanese grocery store.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it. But it's cool. It's fun. I love the place.
I really want to visit Japan at some point.
I was thinking about getting a group of people to go to Japan at some point after college graduation. Because I want to go back. That was such a great trip. I miss Japan.
Yeah, I'm down.
Also, I hear my sister stomping and screaming in the background. Because
Nice.
I'm back in Wisconsin. I can't say that on the podcast. I'm back in hometown, everybody.
Do you have any idea how large Wisconsin is?
Yeah.
About the size of France.
Like,
I know,
You-
but
like-
I didn't want to dox everybody, you know.
yeah. Oh,
That's what
like,
Caleb did
yeah,
to
the
me.
entire state. Like, yeah, if I say, oh man, I just doxed somebody.
Everybody say Colorado.
Yeah, people
I'm a
live
giraffe.
in states. Like, that's not like.
People live in
Nobody
states.
is. Yeah, no, because you said on this podcast, somebody is going to drive around the entirety of the state, knocking on each door,
Fine, Cameron.
trying to find you.
Hey, man, you don't know who's out there on the internet, my guy. You never know, man.
Yeah, I mean, people like Dylan exist on
No
the
one's
internet.
going to drive
Yeah,
around the
that's
entire
true.
state of.
Are you sure?
Are you
Yes!
sure though? Are
Do
you
you have
100% sure?
Any comprehension of how
Here's the
large?
thing. Here's the thing.
an
It
entire
may,
state
it may not happen, but the chances are never zero.
No, I'm gonna say there's zero.
There's zero? Alright.
Nobody would drive around the entire state and going door to door to find any of us. That will never, ever happen.
Hey, Cameron,
Yeah.
do you want to take a road trip?
Around the state of Wisconsin, knocking door to door, trying to find Tyler.
Yes.
I'm down.
You
We'll do
know
a
where
whole
I
lap.
live.
We'll do a whole lap around Wisconsin and then get back to his house and knock on it just to prove him wrong.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. His will be the last door we knock on.
Oh my
We'll have
god.
to also start at his house, so it makes a full circle.
Yeah, obviously.
That'd be crazy.
Speaking of Tyler's house, have you guys heard of that dude who took the that was such a bad
What kind of segue is
What?
this gonna be?
What was that? What?
Sorry, I couldn't even get through that.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
proud.
god. No, I was trying to find a way to transition into this, but there's a guy who was nominated for a Grammy because he took Eleanor Rigby, the song by the Beatles, and used like a 400-person choir and a massive orchestra to do his own rendition of the song, and it got nominated for a Grammy.
Didn't Vanilla Ice try to do that with Pressure?
I don't-
Sure.
I
With
don't know.
Under Pressure? I mean, Vanilla Ice sampled the guitar riff. from Under
Yeah,
Pressure for his song Ice Ice Baby.
it was a joke.
Oh.
Ah, yes, because sampling something and making a cover of it are the same thing.
Uh-huh.
Ice Ice Baby is just a cover of Under Pressure.
Kinda is pretty much,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Kind of is, yeah. No.
Alright,
Yeah, 'cause
someone here is actually dumb, and I'm pretty sure his name rhymed with Byler.
Jackson?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Jackson's not dumb.
no. It's
Is it
you for
Jack-
thinking that Jackson rhymes with Byler.
Anyways, I just thought that it would be interesting for James because he likes music so much that that somebody got nominated for that. But it actually, I listened to the song. It's really cool. It went viral on TikTok. I guess I don't really know. I'm not a TikTok.
You
Can
are
you
not
talk?
TikTok?
No, Colin, my brother is a TikTok, but I'm not a TikTok.
I see.
I'm
Is-
more
yeah,
of an
isn't he
Instagram
famous?
Reels. Yeah, Colin's kind of famous. He's
Kinda
got like 270,000 followers, somewhere around there.
That's cool.
270,000 followers?
I mean, I could look up. Here, 1 second. Colin, how many TikTok followers do you have? 238,000. My bad. Thank you.
What?
Yeah.
How did I
What kind
not
of
know
content
this?
does he post?
He posts a lot of content that is just random. Yeah, his name is just, I think, Colin Hall.
I think it's literally.
I guess that
TikTok is
doxes me a
one
little bit,
platform.
but
A little bit
TikTok
more
is
than
that one
Wisconsin.
platform that you could get famous off of. no matter
well,
what.
like no, like he made like at one point before they raised the minimum age to make money on TikTok, he made like $800 from his videos.
What?
Yeah, or it was
Bruh.
either 500 or 800. And then he ended up not being able to continue making money because they raised the age to 18, and then they changed the entire structure of how you make money on TikTok. And so when he joined the Creators Fund at 18, it like he's been losing views, losing followers, losing everything. So he's thinking about pulling out of it. But yeah, he's got quite a big following. A lot of it came when he was a little younger, like 3 or 4 years ago. But his videos, he still has some videos that have gotten like 1 million, 2 million likes.
Dang.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of
I mean,
cool.
TikTok is
Yeah.
that one dude that you could just get famous off of, pretty much.
You really can. Like, you can go from like not having any followers to being famous really
I
quickly.
mean, I literally posted a video on TikTok of. So do y'all know that Peaky Blinders, right? TV series.
Yeah.
So there was a duet that this guy said duet with. So I duetted him a Peaky Blinders scene, and I had like and all I did was one part in there, and I had over 1,000 views or whatever just from that one little skit. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys remember. Actually, none of you went to camp. Oh, Jackson did. Jackson, do you remember Daniel Abell from camp?
No.
Oh, he was this guy who was our camp counselor, and he was like a youth leader at the youth group I went to. And I lost contact with him for the most part years ago. Except for like if I see him at a wedding when I was a bartender, I'd say hi because he's a wedding photographer, or at least he was. And now he went on TikTok and started making videos, and he literally blew up to the point where he's got millions of followers, and like I don't even know how to. He's got 1.7 million Instagram followers. He makes these videos at like these worldwide soccer news outlets like repost his videos, and I'm like, holy crap, this dude got famous. Like, you guys remember the guy who does the little shaky head and puts his hands out like, what is this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he duetted one of Daniel's videos.
Dang.
Like, Daniel's big, and I was like, holy crap, this guy was my camp counselor.
Well, speaking of famous, I have big news to
Oh,
say.
yes.
I do. So, when I started my job, I told myself that I was going to kind of shelf my magic career for a little bit. just because that my job has like this 90-day probation thing, and I kind of want to do really good with this job because I like it. So I told myself that. However, just recently I got an email for an audition on January 15th for America's Got Talent.
And that's a video audition, right? Like a
Yeah.
Zoom audition.
Yeah, so I'm doing a Zoom audition first to see if it's qualified to go on TV. So,
Dude, that's gonna be
Wow.
pretty cool.
yeah. So, I'll keep you all
Yeah.
posted on that, see how that goes. But I already have the trick that I plan on doing, because I kind of thought about this for a while now, of like, what if I did go on there? I actually did it for Caleb's family, I think last night or a few nights ago. No, it was last night. Um, and yeah, I think they liked it. I messed up once only because it was just I wasn't ready yet for it. But once
Wait,
I
did
do
you
it,
already do your video audition?
oh no, not yet. I'll be doing it on the
Oh,
15th.
you messed up for Caleb's family.
I messed up for Caleb, yeah, by
Oh,
accident.
okay.
But it was just one little thing that's not gonna affect me. It was just something that happened by accident. But yeah, so I'm kind of excited for that, and I'll definitely throw in a little shout out to the podcast, as well as if like they do that little video package thing with me, then I'll 100% maybe try to get a few of you guys to be in it. So
That'd be pretty cool. I hope you
Yeah.
make it on TV. That'd be awesome.
to be honest, yeah, that's literally what my goal is, at least to make it to that round. So here's my mindset going into this, okay? I know I'm probably not gonna win it all. I know I'm probably not gonna go all the way to the end, but I'm trying to go as far as I can and get my name out there, because even if I don't make it all the way, my goal is to at least get recognized by people. So, my real job involves going to people's houses and, engaging with people. So imagine I go to a customer's house, they're talking with me, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Were you that guy on TV on America's Got Talent?" So, like, imagine that happening. So,
Imagine you
But-
go
He's
to
not an
Ninja's
escort,
house.
by the way. He's not an
Dude.
escort. That's not why
No,
he goes to
no.
clients' houses. I'm just
No,
making
no.
that very
Yes,
clear.
I mean, no.
Dylan is not an escort.
No.
You may continue.
Thank you. I'm
You're
a
welcome.
magician. Thank you. But yeah, maybe one day Ninja's house. I don't know
Yeah.
yet. So,
Drop by Ninja's house, fixing
Yeah,
his gaming
yeah.
setup.
dude, that'd be so funny.
Dude, that'd be crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I've already have a few stories about the houses I've been to. You go to one house that you're like in the morning, that's really really, nice house, and then you go to one that's like a hoarder house, which I went to one time because we were working on this woman's panel. We had to take out this whole panel that holds all the breakers in and stuff. So we had to take them all out, put in a new one, but it was right by the cat litter box. So that was pretty bad.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that was yeah.
Eric's not here today, but this is our probably closest episode to Christmas release. I'm hoping to actually release this episode on Christmas. So I guess technically this is our Christmas special.
Christmas special.
This is our
Ho, ho,
second
ho.
Christmas special together as a podcast. How's
This
the
is our
second
first
Christmas? No, this is our second one, remember?
Oh, second one? Oh, yeah, I wasn't there for that one, but yeah, I
Yeah.
remember you guys did that.
But yeah, I'm home for the holidays. Everybody else here kind of is always around, but I'm excited that I've been able to see some of y'all. Are y'all doing anything cool for Christmas?
Having family
No.
over?
Tyler's no.
Yeah.
Anyone at all doing fun Christmas things?
Hanging out with you.
I mean, we did go to the gym today. Actually,
Yeah.
Can you tell the story that you told me today at the gym about myself? that I
Oh.
don't want to remember, but I feel like is kind of funny?
It's a little funny. Alright, so this is one of my core memories. You know how you have those like in Inside Out? You know?
Yes.
Yeah, this is one of my core memories. I will never forget this for the rest of my life. So there we are, 7th grade, sitting in the cafeteria. You know, we're just minding our own business. And I have this water bottle, and I see the trash can, it's almost full. And I'm like, I can make that. So I throw it in, and I make it. It's really not that hard of a shot, but I make it. And Cameron, being the absolute Chad challenger that he needs to be, goes over and he grabs the bottle from the top of the garbage can. 'Cause again, it's pretty full. He comes back, sits about where I am. He throws it and he misses. All right, cool. You know, it's not that hard of a shot, but it's not easy. So Cameron goes over. He grabs the water bottle. He comes back, sits on the other side of the cafeteria table. He throws it and he misses. Now, we're at one table, and there's about one other cafeteria table in between us and the garbage can. So he grabs a water bottle, and he sits at the other cafeteria table, the one closer to the garbage can. Throws it in, misses. And he's getting a little frustrated by now, because he's got an audience. And he gets up, he goes around the table, he grabs the water bottle, and with all of his might, right next to the garbage can, he chucks it at the floor.
I didn't chuck it at the floor. I chucked it at the garbage can.
You chucked it at the garbage can, but you definitely hit the floor.
I missed again.
You missed again. 2 inches from the garbage can. And it is one of my favorite memories.
And I had blocked that memory out until today. And I struggled.
Childhood trauma.
Yeah, that was my childhood trauma. My hand-eye coordination.
I've gum.
Wait, what?
You know that meme? How it feels to chew 5 gum? What?
Oh,
How
wait.
it feels to chew 5 gum, is that what you just said?
Yeah, how it feels to chew 5
Yeah,
gum.
yeah, I've seen some of those. Stimulate your senses. Good
Fast
time.
times at Ridgemont High.
I think the best, well, I think the memory that I remember was with Tyler. Is my core memory with Tyler. Because to be honest, I don't know if I mentioned that or not in the podcast, right? But I met all of you, I believe, through Tyler, actually.
What?
Yeah, I
What?
think I met you all through Tyler. Well, actually, I met Tyler, then I met Caleb through Tyler, and then I think that's how I met you all. But, because when we were doing plays and musicals in high school, me and Tyler were doing this little side thing with each other of
Yeah, I
a
remember
gangster kind of skit that we put together. So I was Al Capone and he was like this other gangster or whatever. So him and I kept messing around with each other. I'm like, yo, where's the packages, or like, where's the
Yeah,
money?
we just improv scenes for
Oh, yeah.
several minutes, and we
Yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
break character. We'd
No,
yeah,
because I had my white like jacket on and I looked like a gangster. That's why we kind of put
yeah,
that on there. And then
yeah.
I think Caleb got involved at one point, and he was involved with it. And then I think James, you too. I think you as well joined us.
That
But
sounds about right.
yeah, but that's how I met those guys, and then I met everybody else through them pretty much. Yeah.
I feel like I remember this, and then I remember I met you because that was my sophomore year, right?
Yes.
Maybe it was my junior year. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the year that I was trying to initially convince our drama teacher to do Newsies as a show. And I was trying to convince him that Dylan would be a perfect Jack for that show.
Oh wow, that's.
And then he didn't do it. And I was like, dude, no, Dylan would make the perfect Newsie. Like,
wow.
And Langley, and our drama teacher refused to do it.
That's.
It's
To be
kind of
honest,
funny.
I appreciate the compliment, but I don't. Oh wow.
It's the fact that you look the part. You can definitely like look the Newsy part.
Well, that I'll take, but I don't think I could be Jack.
Yeah, Caleb took up that role pretty well.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, he
if they
did.
ever did Newsies ever again at our high school, they would never come close to Caleb.
Oh no. Well,
No.
I mean, and I know I've told some of you this, but my mom is actually the one on the board of directors for one of the local theaters here in our hometown, and she's trying to pass through doing Newsies again, summer of 2023. And it's the full Newsies. We can swear this time. And she wants whoever was in the CLS show to at least audition to reprise their roles because
I could see James again as being
James doing
Pulitzer.
Pulitzer.
Dude,
Yeah.
I loved that.
Hopefully
Dude,
Tyler
the
gets
way the way that you sing.
good part.
Thank you.
I
Really?
would try for Roosevelt.
Would you really? I know. I mean, I don't have to keep this in the podcast, but between us, I remember that you weren't too happy with that role initially.
No, I got Wiesel initially.
Oh,
And that's the role I wasn't super thrilled about. And our teacher wanted me to be a news because I have a gymnastics background. And so, yeah, I wasn't super excited about Wiesel. And so I talked with him. And I was like, hey, nobody's cast as Roosevelt at the moment. I would much rather be Roosevelt. Like that's like what I remember watching the musical like recording that was like done by Disney. I think it was on like Netflix or something. And I remember seeing the Roosevelt part, and I was like, "Oh, that looks like so much fun. That's the role that I would like." And so I talked to Mr. Langley about it, and I said his name. Dang. Oh well. I talked to our drama teacher about it, and he said that he would think about it, and so he worked it out, and it worked out for the better because if I were to have played Wiesel, it would have been really difficult for me to be a newsie because there would have been so many costume changes back and forth. So this way, I was able to be a newsie all the way through until the end, where I then switched to Roosevelt.
I
well,
think
I mean,
it'd be pretty cool though, just to get everybody back together again for that, you know?
yeah, and it's summer 2023, so we got some time.
Yeah, well, in that case then I should practice singing then, for sure.
Yeah, you got to take some singing lessons.
Because I'm just saying this, I'm not saying this because kiss Caleb's ass or not, but Caleb should be Jack again.
Oh yeah, no, Caleb needs to be Jack, and I like to think I need to be Davey.
No, dude, you really did good. Dude, your chemistry with Caleb on there was so good with you two. Because, like, that one scene where Jack leaves the Newsy group, right? Or kind of, like, sells him out or whatever in that one scene. And you two stopped and stared at each other. That was such, like, the most powerful moment. That was so good.
You want to know a fun fact? I actually cried during 2 of the shows. I actually legitimately was driven to cry at that point in time. Because
I think I remember that. Yeah, he said something about that.
Like the tone at which he just says some of that stuff, and the way he looked at me like straight in the eyes, and just gave me that look of like, I'm sorry, but dude, oh my god, that hit me too hard. Like I like, yeah, that was a very emotional scene for me. That whole show is just, that was so brilliant. And
good.
The funniest thing is, my dad was talking to me. He was like, I think if me and two other of his friends who work at the theater, he was like, if I auditioned for Wiesel and they auditioned for the Delancey brothers, I was like, that would be amazing.
Hopefully it'll be really good.
If we do this show, it will.
I have a question.
You're saying if your dad was Wiesel?
Yeah, my dad was Wiesel.
They'd be getting him and you confused all the time. Because you two look like.
I mean, I'd have a newsy hat on, clean shaven, short hair. He'd probably have like longer hair with more scruff.
Yeah, but then everyone would have a crush on Wiesel. Like,
I mean, I would have a
I
crush
don't know,
on
man.
myself,
That's
too.
kind of sus.
Oh my god.
I don't know, just saying that. In case you all don't know, Cameron's dad, pretty hot. That's all I'm saying.
You know he listens to this podcast, right?
Well, good. He deserves to hear that. Then he deserves to hear that.
All right.
He's already debating whether or not he can leave that in.
I am.
Yeah.
No, my dad was actually
Keep it
talking to
in.
me about the podcast today, and he's like, I'm an episode behind. And then right before I came up here to start this all, my dad's like, better drink enough water because he wants a toilet
Yo.
talk.
It was funny because when we were hanging out that time at your house to go see Spider-Man, your dad, when you had to go to the bathroom, your dad goes, "Oh, it's Cameron's toilet talk." And we're like, "Oh my god!"
That's amazing.
It was
Dude, I
so
freaking
funny,
love
dude.
your dad.
Dude,
My
your
dad's great.
dad's a legend. Your dad
Um,
is so cool.
Speaking of which, I kind of do actually have to give you a toilet talk right now, so we're gonna go with that. I don't know because Caleb's not here today, so I don't know if y'all have something to talk about.
Oh, I'll think of one. I got one.
Okay, all right, I'll be back.
I'm
Alright.
scared.
Okay, well, welcome everybody to Cameron's Toilet Talk. This is the point in the episode where Cameron goes to the bathroom and we talk about him, and then he decides whether or not to keep it in the podcast. So, here's the topic. The topic for this is, if you all never met Cameron, how long would it take you to meet him then? You know what I mean?
That's
Yeah.
not where I thought that question was going, but I was gonna say if I never met Cameron, I think I'd be a normal person.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no,
never
I
met
like- if
Cameron, I
you've
think
never met
wouldn't
Cameron-
have gone through an awkward kind of emo phase, but not really emo phase. I just wouldn't have hung out with a bunch of emo people, and I would have been less not
That's
emo.
fair. That's fair. But like, would you meet him?
Less
all.
not
Like-
emo? Did you mean less emo?
No. It's really weird. 'cause
You'd
I
have been
never-
more emo?
No.
You said less not
No,
emo. It's a
I
double
know
negative.
what I said. I know what I said. I had a phase in my life where I wasn't emo, but I hung out with a bunch of people who were emo. So like, I wouldn't have been more emo, or I would have. It's really hard to explain.
Gotcha. But
It would have been for the best.
Gotcha.
I mean, that I'll agree with. Yeah, it would have been for the best.
But so if you didn't meet Cameron in your life, like, do you think you would have met him at all down the line? Like, let's say you go to some play audition or whatever, and he's
Basically,
there.
if we hadn't met him in high school.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. If you've never met Cameron in high school, at what point in your life do you think you would have met him?
I don't think I would. I like. Maybe like by coincidence we would be in the same place at the same time, but I don't think I don't think like we would become the friends that we are.
Yeah.
Caleb said strip club. I could see that on Cameron.
Caleb's not old enough to go to the strip club.
Yeah. No, wait. Yeah, he is. Caleb's 18. 18 and older, you could go to a strip club.
And
Oh,
have
you
a
don't
dance
have to be
club?
21?
No, I don't think so. No, I think it's just 18.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would have met Cameron like I met him.
Just
Like again, it maybe coincidentally, but like I would have been really good friends with him if I hadn't met him in high school.
like if you go to the gym and you see him there, like
Yeah,
you would not know who he is, but you see him there.
Exactly. Well, and the other thing is I don't really interact with people at the gym. I usually just go there, put on headphones, and work out. I don't really. It's. I know for a lot of people it's a social thing, but for me, it really is not a social
Charging
thing.
battery.
That's fair. Jamie said that he would go to the GTA strip club.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude. There was one point in time I was playing GTA, on my
GTA.
Xbox, GTA 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing it on my Xbox in my basement. Now keep in mind, my TV downstairs is at the very end of the basement. And when you're coming down the stairs, you could see the TV from the stairs. So I'm playing GTA. My dad said goodnight. He was going to bed. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the strip club in GTA to see what go back there. So I'm at the strip club, right? You get a lap dance, and the dancer, well, is topless and has no bra on. So I'm like, holy cow, this is new.
Yeah, that's what topless means.
Yeah, it was crazy because I remember when I don't think it used to be like that. So I'm at the strip club, and all of a sudden I just hear, "What you looking at, Dylan?" And I was like, "Uh," and I turn around and my dad came downstairs to grab something before he went to bed, and he just walks up and he goes, "What are you looking at, Dylan?" And I'm like, "Oh my god!" I was like, he goes, "If you want to go to the strip club, just ask me. I'll go with you." Like,
Oh
oh.
my gosh.
What?
Well,
Never.
my dad said
No,
at least he'll
never.
take me, so yeah.
Well,
But it was pretty funny.
I'm officially done with this conversation.
Yep.
yeah. I'm back, everybody. So this podcast is I mean, it's not getting too long, but we're at 39 minutes at the moment, and I do want to cover a few more things. And I don't want to spend 10 hours editing. So, Jamie has a question for us. He asked what our favorite Minecraft biome is and why. I know a lot of us have kind of been playing a little more Minecraft since the update came out, and it kind of changed everything. But do y'all have a favorite Minecraft biome?
I like the Mesa biome.
Ooh, yeah. Why is that?
Well, I started doing a lot more Western theme builds kind of now, and I just like how the Western build looks in that type of biome. You know,
Yeah,
with
that's
the
fair.
giant clay mountains and the red sand look kind of thing. It creates a more Western vibe than just putting it in a regular desert. So
Wait, I still didn't quite hear which biome did he say?
the Mesa biome.
Oh shoot, I'm really behind. I don't even know what that is.
It's a giant clay one that has all the clay.
That came
and
out in like
sand.
1.15.
Mhm.
We're at like
Dude,
1.18, dude.
Me?
Dude, I'm still catching up to 1.8.
Oh my
Bruh.
god. Oh my god. Jackson, what about you? What's your favorite Minecraft biome?
I kind of like the tundra.
Now, which one is
Pretty nice
that?
one. It's like the snowy one.
That's
With
the
the
one that has
spruce trees.
trees. Okay.
Yeah.
I forget because I don't know the difference between that one and the one that's just all snow, and then the one that's like snow and ice.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you like the tundra biome?
You can get that one type of wood, which is
Spruce.
nice to spruce.
Yeah. I used to like that biome as well, because I liked building with spruce.
See, I feel like my favorite biome isn't in the overworld. So does that even count then?
It is a biome, yeah.
I was gonna
Whatever-
say the end, but not the Ender Dragon, like the end where you like traverse the
City.
giant islands and find the cities. I really
it's
like
the end
that.
city.
Yeah, I like that because you can explore a lot, and there's like very little hostiles. Like the only hostiles you'll find are if you go to one of the villages. My only issue is that I'm not great at Minecraft when it comes to anything but building and mining. So my fighting skills when I'm trying to fight those people, the boxes and the towers, I'm not good at it. The little box dudes freak me out.
Oh,
Shulkers?
shulkers? Yeah, shulker
Yeah, they freak me out a little bit.
box.
Kind of scary. That's why I always get Jackson to get me the Elytra.
Mm-hmm.
Such a sweet man.
I do
Dude,
your
Jack
biddings.
speed runs, dude.
Dude, he really does. Tyler, what about you?
Great.
I also haven't played a lot of Minecraft over the last several years. Just here and there. Mesa biomes are really cool. I like jungle biomes a lot. And they keep adding a lot of like unique stuff to that biome that you can only get there. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it, so I'll just say jungle.
Jungle is a fun biome. I like the tall trees.
I also like the temple in the jungle. That's a
Oh
cool
yeah.
structure.
And usually it's got like really good stuff in it too.
Yeah, if you're lucky.
And free dispensers. Like, how much better could it get?
That is true.
Plus free redstone, dude. Gotta take all the redstone. Gotta take. Jackson, what was it that I went crazy for back when we were playing in like years ago?
Was it a YouTuber or?
No. It was a block that I like didn't want you guys to throw away.
Oh, Prismarine.
Yeah, dude, I love Prismarine. Dude, gotta
Prismarine
take
is
all the
Cameron's
Prismarine.
favorite.
That is a pretty block, actually.
It's so pretty, and they
It's
were
cool
just
to have
throwing it
everything like
away.
that.
Well, we were playing a faction server, and we made our base inside of a monument structure. So we
nice.
dug out all the Prismarine, and so we just had a bunch left over, right? Had nothing to do with it, so I decided to break the chest and just let it despawn. But Cameron swooped it up last second.
I wasn't gonna let you throw away perfectly good Prismarine, dude.
That's literally what he said.
Jack.
Who left this perfectly good Prismarine on the ground?
Jackson,
Dude.
have you ever told them about that special block when we were playing on the Tyler's Realm that one time?
No, I never told him.
No, they still don't know. Alright.
Yeah, they still don't know.
Wait, what
Okay.
special block?
No, don't worry about it. It's a special block.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it. It's all good.
What?
It was. How did you even get that, Jackson?
Well, I can't say or else it'll.
Oh, yeah. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. How about this? The post for episode 15. This is 15 episode, right?
Yeah.
This post gets 120 likes. Jackson and I will explain, or one of us will explain what block Jackson got.
Reveal the special block.
Yes, we will reveal the secret.
I feel like that's a lot to ask, but you know what? We'll go with it.
But it is.
I
it's a
I have a
special
guess.
block.
Is it one of the Ender crystals, the ones that
No.
like recharge the Ender Dragon?
No,
No.
this happened on your
At the start
realm.
of the game. Yeah.
Happened on your realm, and it was
We just logged in and I got this special
Yeah.
block.
Yeah. And then we held on to it. We almost lost it at one point too.
Oh yeah, from a creeper, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Bro,
Did you guys get a command block?
No, it's you know what? No, we're gonna keep saying too much. 100 likes, 120 likes on the episode 15 post, and Jackson and I will say what the special block
what the
was.
special block is?
I feel like I'm gonna be disappointed.
Me as well.
Actually, it could go either way. It could be disappointing, but it's surprisingly that he got it like this. So, because I think it's only something that you could get in creative mode, right, Jackson?
No.
Oh, you can't. Okay. Oh, well, yeah,
Well-
you can't get this certain block, but you need a certain tool to get it. So.
Mhm.
All right. Yep,
All
that
right,
makes
all right.
sense.
Anyways, James, what's your favorite Minecraft biome and why?
Is it Bedrock?
Is
No.
what Bedrock?
It's not
Okay.
Bedrock.
My
the
favorite
item.
biome is mushroom.
Oh, the mushroom block?
Ooh, that is a good one.
I do like the mushrooms. Those are
Mushroom.
My sister and I both, I mean, more so my sister, but like, we share a fascination of mushrooms because they're such an interesting. Okay, they're one of the most diverse things, not fruit or vegetable or anything. I guess root? Are they a root?
They're a
They're
fungus.
fungi.
I mean,
They're
fungi.
fungus.
Yeah, okay. But like, you can use them for anything if you pick the right mushroom, for cooking, for getting high. I don't know if yeah. And for killing people. So they're really diverse, and like there's an amazing like fantasy aspect of mushrooms, like the whole idea of like a mushroom house or like little mushroom people. Yeah, that's all.
I
built a mushroom house.
I was about to say I've built a mushroom house in Minecraft before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty
I think
cool.
Rex actually. So I do my Twitch streams and I stream Minecraft, and I have a world that's called "You Decide What I Build," and I think Rex said a mushroom house one time, and I built one. And then she said a witch's house, but the house is like a hat, I believe. So I did that too. But
Oh,
I
that's
made a
pretty
little
cool.
mushroom house because she told me to. So
Well, before we go, I want to have a debate. Okay,
Oh,
I
no.
want
boy.
to end this with a debate,
boy.
and I have a feeling most of you are going to be on the same side. I feel like I'm going to be the only one who's going to offer an external opinion. But as many people know, my phone's broken. I'm not going to explain the situation in which it happened. But
Automatic factory reset.
it basically it auto factory reset to deleted all my data, all that kind of stuff. Not sure why, but it wasn't the first time I've caught my OnePlus doing this like 4 or 5 times now, where I'll be like doing something and I'll look down at my phone and it'll be like, are you sure you want a factory reset? And I was like, no, I don't want a factory reset. Thanks though. Well, this time it asked, but it was in Chinese, and so I couldn't remember which one was no. And
Holy
I just started trying to go back, and then it factory reset.
Bro, you should have just texted me. Oh, wait.
Yeah, but anyways, and my phone screen is like smashed, cracked, whatever you want to call it. The back of my phone is like shattered. The screen is like very unusable. So I got a new iPhone, and I'm finally joining the Apple family. But I wanted to know.
Good. Very good.
That was the response I was expecting. I wanted to know what your guys' thoughts are, like Android versus Apple. Like I said, I feel like I'm the only one who's gonna say like Android has its very, very, very good benefits, but I'll let you guys talk it out before I give my own opinion.
Yeah, so I've had a bunch of like, well, I guess not a bunch, but I've had like this Samsung and LG, and I've tried out a couple different phones, and I really liked them. But I thought, hey, why don't I try out an iPhone? So, like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, I got an iPhone 8. It was a little outdated at the time, but not terribly. And I hate it. I want to move back to Samsung or LG.
So why do you hate it?
It's good question. I used to have like legitimate reasons. I think they've just kind of simmered.
It's too mainstream for him. It's not hipster enough.
No, I don't like.
Apple is not really loyal to their customers either.
What?
Well, they
I
so
wouldn't
just
say that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
oh
disagree.
no, they like screw with their customers. Like I've seen it
What?
where they come out with the new phone and all their older phones' batteries die.
No,
Oh, that's
okay.
one of the
So
biggest triggers.
no, hold on. There was the update that slowed down older models of the phone when they
But
updated
why?
to that new iOS, because that new update drains the battery on the older phones. So they slowed it down just by a very, very, very small amount, so that it didn't drain
Did
the
they do that
battery
really
of the older phones.
well?
That actually makes sense
I don't
because
see.
newer updates can't handle, like older hardware can't handle new updates.
I don't
Yeah.
see Android doing that. Just
I
saying.
mean, Android doesn't update its iOS, or it's not iOS.
It's
Android
OS,
doesn't
yeah.
update. Yeah,
System
it's
updates.
OS.
They do system updates. Yeah.
I mean, I've had my OnePlus for over a year and a half, and I haven't experienced a single Android OS update. Whereas like iPhones update their iOS regularly,
Mm-hmm.
and usually those updates are pretty massive. At least in terms of like new abilities that the iPhone can do.
Yeah, they make big updates pretty frequently, and they also have bug fix updates in between. Yeah, those are more infrequent or irregular.
Irregular, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like Eric was talking to me, and he was saying that not all Android devices use the same OS, and that
That is
especially
correct.
my phone, the OnePlus, uses basically the most basic, low level Android OS that there is. But the upside is the phones like the OnePlus has superior hardware to any phone on the market. By both in terms of it's got the same hardware in it, the phone I have, which is the outdated model of the OnePlus, than the new iPhone 13, and it costs $700, but you're not getting any quality software there. But
Yeah,
you got
that's yeah.
It's
My
go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say my favorite thing about iPhones is that they just work. Like I
So
don't
does
have
Androids.
factory
Just work
reset
with
on the
Signal.
phone out of nowhere because it's suddenly in Chinese.
Yep.
Like that doesn't happen with iPhones. It does. Like the worst iPhone thing that ever happened was the 6's battery expanding. Back when the iPhone 6 was a thing. The battery could expand.
My iPhone 4.
No, that was Samsung that had the battery thing. No, the
Yeah.
6's was the bending. And then
Yep.
kids ran into stores to grab the model and then just snapped it in half for a Vine video. Like anyway, delinquents aside, yeah, like I love just how it works. I've had an 8 Plus. I'm also getting a 13, an iPhone 13. I'm getting the Pro. It should be here tomorrow. Actually, it's supposed to arrive tomorrow. But I've had this 8 Plus it'll be 4 years come this January, and I've had no problems with it. Like the iPhone's just it's super user friendly. They work. They last a really long time. Like, cause I could make this phone last longer if I wanted to, but I want a new phone and I can afford it at the moment, so I'm getting a new one. But like, yeah, I've had this phone, the 8 Plus, for 4 years, and I could make it last longer.
Yeah, well, like my issue with phones, I've gone through well, I got my first phone in 7th grade. I kept that for 2 years. That was the only time I've ever kept a phone for longer than a year and a half. And then I went through a few phones, and then there was a period junior year where I went through 3 phones in 3 months because I broke my phone, kept using it. My dad gave me his phone that had been old and used. Broke that really quickly, and then Logan gifted me his old phone, and that lasted me for quite a while. But the thing with iPhones that I've always just found so interesting is that their internal hardware, no matter how much you damage the external hardware, like the screen, the back glass, right, all of it, the internal hardware on me has never broken. And my dad's iPhone that he gave me for a while, literally by the end, because it was back when they had a home button, and the home button was hanging outside of the phone on a single cord, like the cable that connects the home button. It was hanging by that outside the phone. I had to hold it behind the home button with 2 fingers, and so that I could press it in to get home. And yet I had 0 internal hardware issues. Like iPhones internally are just built so well. Whereas if you drop my OnePlus, like if I drop it once, I have issues with the keyboard and the screen, even if it's not cracked. Like before it cracked, I would have issues with the internal hardware, how the screen reacted to my fingers, like touching it. That sounded really bad. My fingers touching it.
I guess you could say that iPhones are simply
built different.
But do you want? I think I know who has the phone the longest time, for the longest years, actually having the same phone.
Would that be you?
No, I think it's actually my sister.
Oh boy.
You know what? Hold on. Let me go get her. And first I'm gonna ask if she's okay being on here. But I'm gonna ask her and I think she has had her phone for the longest time actually. So
All
give
right.
me 1 second.
While you do that, Jackson, you're the only one who hasn't given much input so far. Would you have any input to give?
Yeah, I mean, I've had both an Android and iPhone. I had the Moto Z with the modifications that you could put on the back, which was pretty cool. But for the majority of the time, I've had Apple because my dad, he really likes Apple. I honestly, that little time that I had with Android, I really enjoyed it. So if I could, I'd rather go to Samsung,
Aha.
and get an Android for sure.
Why did you enjoy? Like, what did you enjoy about the Android more?
I felt less restricted compared to Apple. And then their like UI was kind of trashy compared to Apple, but it wasn't as clean, right? But it was a lot like nicer because you could add stuff. At the
You
time,
could do
Apple
more.
didn't have widgets, and Android did have widgets, so it was a lot nicer to have like your homepage be a lot like
Yeah, I'm excited that Apple, because last time I had
customized.
an iPhone, Apple didn't have widgets, or at least the phone I had didn't have widgets. And now that I am getting a new iPhone, I'm excited that I can have an iPhone that also has widgets. I am disappointed though that I'm losing, because on Android, at least on OnePlus, you could customize your basically you can customize your app icons with like different app icon packs, and they cover most of any app that is like at least somewhat popular. I downloaded very few apps that didn't fit with the pick, or that didn't fit with the pack. And then with Android, you can put an app. Like if you have like, on Apple how it'll go in like you can't have spaces between app icons on your home screen. Like it'll auto fill. Like if you take an app and put it in a folder, all the apps will move over one.
Yes.
Well, on Android, you can just put an app wherever you want. So I would like have different pages set for like different things, and not all of my pages would be full. And I
Right.
just really like that.
Well, you
My
can.
sister is back, by the way. Well, my
Okay.
sister's here.
Yeah, real quick. Well, pages, you can move it to different pages. Like you can have a pages. You can just have a one app page
Right, but
No,
you
he's
couldn't
talking
put
about,
like
like,
apps
this
on the top and on the
where it
bottom,
is.
but not in the middle.
of the page.
Yeah.
Within a page, yeah, you can't control, but you can have as many pages as you would like.
Well, like I like to have like either my apps at the bottom, the top, or the bottom and the top, so that I can see my screensaver. And like I would avoid putting apps where the focal point of my screensaver was. And then like on iPhone, you can't do that.
The
My
next thing
sister is about to say her
Oh.
phone because it is a 6-year-old phone, by the way.
Oh my god. Okay.
So I'm giving my headset to my sister. So this is her first.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I have a Motorola G4. I've had it for 6 years, I think, right now. Yeah,
Is
it's
it like
really...
not cracked or anything?
Oh no, the screen is shattered, and if
Oh.
you take the case off, the back of the phone is like messed up so bad. Like it's a really slow phone too. Like I cannot wait to get a new one.
That's crazy though.
Yeah,
6
I want to
years.
get rid of it. Yeah.
I
It's
would
a nice
recommend an
feeling.
iPhone.
When did you first want to get a new phone?
When do I want to get a new phone?
No, like, what was the point where you wanted to get a new phone? Like, was it 2 years ago? Was it 3 years ago when you wanted to get a new phone?
It was about like a couple months after I shattered the front of my phone. Like
Understandable.
I cracked, like I'm not even kidding, my screen broke my 13th birthday, and that's when I was just like, I need a new phone now.
Dang.
How old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
16.
You've been living with a cracked screen for 3 years?
About, yeah.
Oh my god. I would have at least like gone to like one of the local tech stores and been like, "Hey, can you fix my screen?" And they'd probably be like, "Yeah." And it'd be like 150
Well, like-
bucks.
Yeah, Cameron, I recommend you get Apple Care.
Dude,
Just
that
because
stuff's like
we're you.
18 bucks a month. I'm good.
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
hoping
but you're also
I...
gonna destroy your phone in like a week.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I've made it very clear this Christmas to my parents to get me a new phone.
You're like, get me a new phone or I won't have a phone anymore because.
She's gonna riot.
Literally, I'll buy it for a new phone. Okay,
Dang.
well, that's it. Thank you for having
you.
me.
Of course.
Y'all are amazing.
6 years? That's crazy.
Yeah. Alright, here's Dylan back. Sadly.
Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. Dylan's coming back.
I know, right? I'm so sorry.
Going to take his place from like now on.
Love you too.
Oh, hi Dylan.
Rip
I mean,
Dylan,
yeah, what?
Dude. Dylan.
So now do we have to have the talk about Windows versus Mac?
Well, thank
Or
you
can
all
we
for
all
joining
agree?
us.
What about
Hey,
Linux?
No.
James.
All right.
Ubuntu.
This has been an absolute
And
pleasure.
that's all the time we have for today.
Ubuntu?
Wow.
Wow, incredible.
All right, guys. Well, it's been fun.
And it's
Yeah.
been real.
It was
But
good.
has it been real fun?
I was gonna say, has it actually been
We didn't
real?
even do anything Christmas themed on this, by the way. It's a Christmas special.
Merry
we didn't do
Christmas.
anything.
Merry Christmas.
Have a happy new
I guess.
year.
I hope Le Père Foutard brings you good wishes or much pain.
Père Foutard means father spanker, often associated with the German Krampus. It is the
Is
opposite
that like
of...
Belschnickel? He is
Bless you.
finally not.
Oh,
Bless you.
Is that from
That was an
freaking,
Office reference.
that
for
was from
those
The
who didn't
Office,
know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Dwight
you.
shows up as Belschnickel.
That's
So
amazing.
funny.
Krampus gonna
Have a
kill
good
you.
week.
I got that.
Have a good Christmas, except this will come out on Christmas or maybe after because I'm not the quickest editor.
He's a busy boy.
I'm a busy boy. Also, apologies. The the last episode's still not out.
Oof.
I've been struggling with time. But yeah, hope you guys have a
Merry Christmas and a
Have
happy...
a yourself a merry little Christmas.
I mean, I didn't say
Watch
merry.
out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
Watch out.
You better watch out.